Introduction: Genghis Khan's ruthless rule. Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire, remains one of the most feared and ruthless rulers in history. His reign of terror and expansion spread across Asia and Europe, reshaping the ancient world. His name is associated with brutality, conquest, and destruction. The early years, a tough start. Born as Temujin in the year 1162, Genghis Khan grew up amidst struggles and hardships. His father was poisoned by rivals, leaving his family to survive in the harsh Mongolian steppe. These experiences hardened him and laid the foundation for his future conquests. Conquering the steppes, uniting the Mongol tribes. Genghis Khan's path to power was marked by uniting the Mongol tribes. He used a strategic mix of diplomacy and ruthless force. While rewarding those who allied with him, he crushed those who opposed him. This unity among the tribes was essential for his future military campaigns. Brutality in battle, the Mongol conquests begin. Once the Mongol tribes were united, Genghis Khan began his conquests. His military campaigns spread fear across Central Asia. Cities that resisted him faced total destruction. His forces spared no one, often leaving only ruins and desolation behind. The fall of Khwarezm, a lesson in Mongol terror. One of the most famous examples of Genghis Khan's cruelty was the invasion of the Khwarezmian Empire in 1219. After his diplomats were killed, Genghis Khan retaliated with unmatched violence. Cities were decimated, and hundreds of thousands lost their lives. The siege of Nishapur, revenge without mercy. In a particularly grim event, the siege of Nishapur, Genghis Khan ordered the slaughter of the entire population. His son-in-law had been killed during the fighting, and the Khan's revenge was swift and brutal. Some reports estimate that as many as 1.7 million people were killed. Genghis Khan's legal code, the Yassa. Despite his brutal reputation, Genghis Khan also established a code of law known as the Yassa. This legal system promoted loyalty, discipline, and order. However, punishments were severe, often involving death or mutilation. This strict code helped to maintain stability in his vast empire. Psychological warfare, spreading fear. Genghis Khan was a master of psychological warfare. His armies intentionally spread tales of their brutal conquests, letting the fear of their name travel faster than their forces. Many cities surrendered without resistance, hoping to avoid the wrath of the Mongols. Innovative military tactics, speed, and mobility. Genghis Khan's military success relied heavily on the mobility of his forces. His cavalry could cover vast distances rapidly, catching enemies off guard. This speed and unpredictability made the Mongol army nearly unstoppable, with devastating consequences for those they attacked. The legacy of destruction, death toll, and impact. Historians estimate that Genghis Khan's conquests caused the deaths of nearly 40 million people. His campaigns wiped out entire cities and civilizations, leaving behind a legacy of destruction and fear. The impact of these conquests reshaped the political and cultural landscape of Asia and beyond. The Mongol Empire, after Genghis Khan, continued brutality. Even after Genghis Khan's death in 1227, his empire continued to expand under his successors. They maintained his brutal tactics, and entire regions continued to suffer under Mongol rule. The empire's reach extended further into Europe, Persia, and the Middle East. A legacy of terror, Genghis Khan's ruthlessness. Genghis Khan's name remains synonymous with terror and conquest. Though admired by some for his military prowess and leadership, his ruthless methods ensured that he would be remembered as one of history's most brutal figures. His empire was built on fear, bloodshed, and relentless ambition. The impact of the Mongol conquests on civilization. While Genghis Khan's empire brought trade routes and communication across continents. It also caused the destruction of cultural and scientific advancements. Libraries were burned, scholars were killed, and entire cities erased from existence. The Mongol invasions left scars that are still felt in history. The spread of the Mongol Empire, expanding beyond Asia. As Genghis Khan's empire grew, his influence spread far beyond Mongolia. His conquests extended into Persia, Russia, and even parts of Europe. The Mongol armies swept through these regions with devastating efficiency, bringing more territories under their control. The expansion was not just about power, but also about resources, as the Mongols sought to control the wealth of these lands. The destruction of Baghdad, a turning point. One of the most catastrophic moments in Genghis Khan's legacy, though occurring under his grandson, Hulagu Khan, was the destruction of Baghdad in 1258. This marked the fall of one of the world's most advanced cities at the time. The Mongols sacked Baghdad, killing tens of thousands and destroying the famed House of Wisdom, an intellectual center. The destruction symbolized the end of the Islamic Golden Age and left a deep scar on the region's history. Religious tolerance, a surprising aspect. Despite his brutality in war, Genghis Khan showed surprising tolerance towards religion. Unlike many conquerors, he allowed the people within his empire to practice their faith freely. The Mongol Empire became a melting pot of cultures and religions, including Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, and traditional Mongolian beliefs. This tolerance was likely a pragmatic decision, as it helped keep the vast empire unified despite its diversity. Trade and the Silk Road, economic growth amid chaos. While Genghis Khan's armies destroyed cities, they also revived trade routes, particularly the Silk Road. Under Mongol rule, the Silk Road became a safer and more efficient trading route, connecting the East and the West. This allowed goods, ideas, and technologies to flow between Asia and Europe, leading to economic growth and cultural exchange despite the devastation caused by Mongol invasion. Military innovation, the use of siege warfare. Genghis Khan was not just a brilliant tactician in open field battles, he also revolutionized siege warfare. His armies were skilled in using siege engines, including catapults and battering rams, to break through the walls of fortified cities. His ability to adapt and learn from other cultures allowed the Mongols to conquer even the most heavily defended cities, adding to their fearsome reputation. The Mongol postal system connecting the empire. One of Genghis Khan's lesser-known achievements was the creation of the Mongol postal system, known as the Yam. This system allowed messages to travel quickly across the vast empire, connecting far-flung regions, and ensuring that Genghis Khan's commands were carried out efficiently. The helped maintain order and control over the sprawling Mongol territories, demonstrating Genghis Khan's administrative brilliance. Final thoughts: Genghis Khan's brutal legacy. As we reflect on Genghis Khan's life and legacy, it's clear that his reign was one of both unprecedented power and unrelenting brutality. His actions left a lasting mark on the world, shaping history in ways that are still felt today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Genghis Khan's complex and ruthless rule, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join us for more fascinating stories from history. Don't forget to like, share, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode from Whimsy Stories.